Okay, good afternoon everybody. Today I will continue the series of talk on Shuang Hor product with the title The Competitive Edge of Shuang Hor product. We all know about Shuang Hor has a range of good quality and high efficacy health supplement. However, in the market, there's also a range of similar products, for example, protein, fiber, and even Lingzhi. We need to know the competitive edge of our Shuang Hor product range versus other products in the market. It means that, let's say we have a product called protein, and there's also a product called protein in the market. Then we need to know what is so special about our product compared to the rest. Then we can have a more confidence on introducing our product to other people. So that is the concept of retailing. Okay, before we start, I want to share with you what should be the selection criteria of good health food and how people perceive it now. The feature of food. Number one, natural. I think a lot of people nowadays like natural product. Natural product, even in terms of the product, they give you a vitamin, also antioxidant, and been getting momentum compared to the synthetic type. One example would be things like our bee pollen is more preferred compared to the synthetic vitamin C, B, or even vitamin E, because people perceive that natural product, if we cannot digest or don't need to digest, but synthetic product, if you don't digest properly, you will tend to stuck in the liver or kidney. I think this is a warning. I still remember during the SARS period, a lot of people are eating a lot of vitamin C. Then the Singapore Ministry of Health actually come out and tell people don't take excessive synthetic vitamin C because that potentially might actually stuck in your liver. So that's one example. And people also want to have a safe product. Everything you eat into a stomach, you cannot take out anymore. So the health product must be safe, not cause harm to the body, not cause toxin to the body, or worse, not cause actually maybe even some DNA change to the body. And importantly, what we eat, we also want to be easily absorbed. It means that you eat, you can absorb by your body. That's more important. Then the money will not be wasted. Okay, not a lot of product can be actually absorbed easily. For example, vitamin actually not so. There are some vitamin that are fat soluble and water soluble, so you need another enzyme to so-called let body absorb it. For example, calcium, you might need vitamin D3 for the body to absorb. So that's an example. And it has to be effective as well. So this effective, it means that it can work on certain function of the body. And we put down here functional. Functional means that often one related to health promotion or disease prevention. So the definition of effectiveness here is most of people take health supplement today actually want to prevent certain diseases or want to maintain good health. Am I right? So there is a functional aspect of the product. So we said functional means that, I repeat, related to health promotion or disease prevention. So this functional we also have two definitions: direct functional and multifunctional. So direct functional, what does that mean? Direct functional means that actually this product, for example, have a direct effect to the, for example, immune system or blood circulation or even liver protection. And this direct function means that a lot of people claim that their product is very good for immune, for example, for liver or etc. But they are not direct, they are indirect, because their primary function is actually enhance the body cell. So by that nature, of course, when your body cell is healthy, you have a better immune system, better blood circulation. That's true. But that actually we call indirect function. So if it's something that you take, you have direct function to immune system, for example, to your liver protection, etc. And we also have multifunctional, means that you take one particular health food, it's not only for immune system, but it can good for your, or we say it's actually for a lot of effect on the body. Okay, for example, for immune system, for blood circulation, even for detox purpose. So there is actually a lot of all these jobs that can be done by just one health food. So the effectiveness involve functional, There is actually health promotion or disease prevention. And we have definition of direct means that direct effect to that particular health problem or health promotion. Multi means that we have many pronged approach by just one supplement that give you many function of benefit to the body. I think that's what we are looking at. So selection criteria of good health food involve natural, safe, easy, absorb, and effectiveness of this product to the body. I think that's what I want to tell. So let's see what is a common product or common health food product in the market. I think this for your information. Most common one will be nutrient product, means like vitamin and mineral. So the moment you walk into the pharmacist or those shop that selling supplement, you can see all range of vitamin tablets, even the mineral tablets. I think that's called nutrient product. I think this is very common. Supplement, those nutrients that you don't really take enough at your normal meal. So there is also supplement of the nutrients. Weight loss product is very popular. Anything involve weight loss, diet pill, diet plan, that's very popular. Although some of them are not so good to the body. For example, they tend to be full the brain that you're actually eating enough, or it disturbs your metabolic. So today, very coincidentally, actually Mr. Heng presented the earlier topic on how Lingzhi can actually reduce all these fat tissue and prevent all the metabolism disease. So the way I look at it, Lingzhi has better effect on actually those weight control and weight maintenance. Okay, third group of product is what we are mentioning, functional food. Just want to mention the definition of functional food: antioxidant, remove free radical or cellular growth. Okay, so just remember we categorize this common health supplement or health food product in the market into nutrient product, weight loss product, functional food. Okay, so today I want to introduce the product in our Shuang Hor range. I want to tell you what is the competitive edge of each product, especially all the health product and also biology product. So the first thing I want to introduce is Lingzhi. Why Lingzhi is so special? But let's take a look. The competitive edge of Lingzhi first compared to other products. Then later we mention about competition of Shuang Hor Lingzhi. Okay, Lingzhi, why it is so special? I will tell people what's the competitive edge of Lingzhi compared to the rest of supplement. Very rare. There's a product actually have 2,000 years history. Am I right? You can look around in the market. There are a lot of companies come up with health supplement, a lot of product. You will take a look on this product. Any of them actually have near 2,000 years of history. And you look at the two of the very important medical book in China, Chen Bencao Jing, that actually published 2,000 years ago. Actually, Bencao Gangmu published in year 1600. That's actually easy about maybe about 500 or 400 to 500 years ago. So it already recorded Lingzhi consistent and long-term consumption of this product or Lingzhi help to regulate and rejuvenate your bodily function, hence slow down the speed of aging and prolong one's life and improve quality of life. So this one is recorded in the old medical book. So to me, this is one of the competitive edge of Lingzhi compared to other supplement or other health food. Very rare a product that actually people already consume for more than 2,000 years with the proper medical record of this product. So that's what I want to emphasize. This is a competitive edge of Lingzhi compared to the rest of the supplement. And I would like to mention about this. Our Lingzhi have the functional effect. Remember, functional effect means that health promotion and disease prevention. Am I right? And because of this, and we know that this direct functional, as I always mention, we need proof as well. So Lingzhi, or I use the term Ganoderma here, is a scientific term for Lingzhi, is actually able to do the functional job of regulate immune system, improve blood circulation and the related chronic disease, increase liver cell regeneration. That's for detox purpose. Your liver detox means that is your blood detoxed. And also detox in cell level with its anti-free radical and anti-oxidation property. Okay, so these four is actually the functional of Lingzhi or Ganoderma that they can done by the body, and it's direct. Doesn't mean that because Lingzhi can do for number 4, then it will help on number 1 and 2 and 3. So there's meaning indirect and direct. I want to say so because a lot of supplement in the market only antioxidant. Because antioxidant, they claim that because antioxidant your cell can grow in very good manner, so it's also good for immune system, good for everything lah. Your body cell, whole body made of cell, am I right? So there's something wrong. But what I try to emphasize here is that Lingzhi actually, if you look at all the technical paper published just for immune system with a direct function, there is actually, when I did a search, 3rd of March, it means that 2-3 days ago, Ganoderma and immune system or Ganoderma and cancer already registered 965 articles that explaining how Lingzhi or Ganoderma help on this immune effect. For example, effect for both cancer and SLA disease. For blood circulation, you do a search on all these keywords: hypertension, cholesterol, triglyceride, and thrombocytes, platelet, all this, etc. It generates about 420 articles. So it's effective on hypertension, vascular disease, diabetic prevention, and I think just now Mr. Heng already mentioned how Lingzhi is good for prevention of that. For example, through the MIND study, we can see it's very good to reduce all the cholesterol, triglyceride. Then in terms of liver protection or liver cell regeneration, we can have about 200 articles, and that is actually one of them is very interesting and very encouraging. They have a highest of conversion for hepatitis B carrier. So this is very encouraging. And in terms of Lingzhi and antioxidant, Lingzhi is very famous for antioxidant because Chinese itself 2,000 years ago taking Lingzhi because Lingzhi taking 长生不老 mean longevity. So actually that is due to the very strong antioxidant property. So in actual fact, you can see about 620 articles talk about this. So in summary, if you talk about Lingzhi or Ganoderma, so-called keyword, when you do a search on PubMed, what I mentioned about all these search done in the PubMed or US National Library of Medicine, where is the archive website where all the technical paper or publication are being archived for people who can do a searching for research purpose. So you can see that based on the 3rd March 2020, when I did the research on Ganoderma, Lingzhi or Reishi, the website generated about 5,693 papers. So that is actually technical proof about why Ganoderma is so unique. The competitive edge of this product is a lot, and it's all multifunctional and it's direct compared to the rest of supplement. However, not all Lingzhi have equal quality, so that's where the competitive edge of Ganoderma within our company and the rest of the company. But before that, we want to understand poor Ganoderma product quality in the market. There are a lot of people selling Ganoderma, okay? And in this article, in this paper they published, there are 70% of Ganoderma products sold in USA do not have consistency quality. 60% tested have no shown tridiphenol. 70% tested not shown tridiphenol but starch like polysaccharide. So it's quite alarming because all these companies that are selling Lingzhi or Ganoderma, I believe, I speculate, they just grind the Lingzhi body, and we just let people to eat. And some of them even, there's a sort of research pointing that the spore of the Lingzhi does not contain very high level of tridiphenol. I think this one we also read before. So not all Lingzhi are equal in the market. We have to tell your customer who is willing to try Lingzhi. So if you want, you have to look at a product, like for example, our Shuang Hor product. Why is so special? Because we have a professionally manufacturing process. Okay, we started with a species cultivation center. The species of Yongkian 1 or Yongkian Ganoderma product is owned by us. The species of Yongkian product, they under the targeted range, Uniqueness I, no, Uniqueness K and Uniqueness C is actually using the species of Uniqueness number 2, also owned by Shuang Hor. So this species cultivation center actually cultivate all these species. Then we go to cultivation in the greenhouse and plant it in the greenhouse. Then after we harvest all the Lingzhi, we go through the patented extraction process, or now we have purification process, go through concentration. Then after that we do a freeze dry. Then we have an end product of this. And beside this, we also have a lot of quality control, which is important because we want to ensure every product of the Lingzhi come out from the factory have a same quality. So that is our factory product to maintain the quality, and we have many of all these certification from various countries. And our company, of course, Shuang Hor, has more than 30 years in Ganoderma research and development, farming, production, and distribution. And most importantly, our product is rich with terpenoid and macromolecular polysaccharide, and these are two effective components that in our Lingzhi, or rather, if you look at all the research on Lingzhi, mainly done on this terpenoid and macromolecular polysaccharide. For example, just now Mr. Heng talked about the product that they use for research on this fat control is actually rich in terpenoid. I think you still remember. So whether the Lingzhi is effective or not, you have to depend on the level of terpenoid and macromolecular polysaccharide in the product. Polysaccharide itself is not enough. Polysaccharide is actually starch, just like when you're eating rice. You need to be big molecular structure. We call macromolecular polysaccharide, and this is important. Okay, so with these two slides, this to tell you that our competitive edge of Shuang Hor Lingzhi compared to the rest of Lingzhi. Because of that uniqueness of Shuang Hor Lingzhi or Ganoderma, then we can say that Lingzhi, in summary, have 4 direct functional as documented in this book, Ganoderma, the Ultimate Herbal Medicine compiled by research Dr. Chen. This is a summary. Actually, we mentioned this. These 4 direct functional food is regulate immune system, improve blood circulation, enhance liver function for detox purpose, and rejuvenate body cell, anti-oxidation, and remove free radical. All the proof I will show to you on the last slide through the PubMed publication. Okay, so and most importantly, one of the important aspect of this product is actually safe to consume. Remember just now we mentioned about one of the top selection of the health food or health supplement is safety, because if you put this product in your stomach, then you cannot take out anymore. And I still remember when my upline come and introduce this product to me, I only accept it after the 3rd time. The reason is very simple. Initially I have doubt of safety aspect of this product, and that junction I dare not to tell them whether your product, ask him whether your product safe or not safe. So I just reject them. So in today, when you share product with other people reject you maybe because of safety aspect, because there are too many products in the market that actually not safe. So actually people reject because of safety, but they dare not to tell you. So to my experience, if you can convince that this product is safe, don't worry, you can put in the stomach and eat, they actually eliminate their initial fear of the product. Today, very frank with you, spending power are there for this kind of product. Not say they must take the most expensive Lingzhi, they can take the normal grade. But I think a lot of people are more concerned today is the safety aspect. So safe to consume is important. So how safe this product? Our Uniqueness Ganoderma or Uniqueness product. So safe to consume by the following: pregnant ladies. Our product actually consumed by pregnant lady to hold their womb. So you can see that if a product safe for pregnant lady, how safe is it? I can also assure you, a lot of product in the market they're actually telling them not safe to consume for pregnant lady. And a lot of people, you ask the sales consultant there or the distributor there, they actually cannot guarantee you this is safe for pregnant lady. Children also, you can see we have a lot of testimony on children, like for example flu, allergy, and all this. So your product can consume by pregnant lady, children already indicate it's very safe. And another aspect of another group of people consuming this is actually transplant patient. transplant involve organ transplant like kidney, liver, and all this. And quoted from Dr. Chen on suitable consumer from Yongkian Ganoderma 2 roadshow, actually people who underwent organ transplantation. It means that actually all this group of people, transplantation, their immune system actually tend to reject the so-called the foreign organs. But Lingzhi actually they also scared because you know why? Because sometimes you take it might cause rejection. But Lingzhi is safe to consume by even transplant patients. So in summary, Lingzhi is very safe for pregnant lady, children, and also organ transplant patients. That actually further prove that our product, I would say our Shuang Hor Ganoderma, not all the Lingzhi product, ours. Okay. So that's all talk about our Yongkian or our Lingzhi product or Ganoderma product. I'm gonna move on to the rest of product. Okay. Let me move to the Yongkian bee pollen. Okay, due to time constraint, every product I only have one slide to talk about, and I will actually subdivide them in terms of natural and safe, how product is easily absorbed and they have the effectiveness in the body. So that is competitive edge. A lot of bee pollen product in the market. If you go to any of the pharmacy, sometimes you may want to take just one bottle of this bee pollen from the shelf. And you can see that some of all these pollen, they are very coarse, means that they are not very fine powder. Sometimes they are very coarse. You can see it's like in terms of the what you call that, in terms of the their grind, it's very coarse. But our bee pollen product is very fine, and a lot of all the product in the market are very fishy smell. So what's so special about our product? Because the source of pollen is from the pollution free region in Europe, okay, around, along the Mediterranean area, not the area that currently the war is happening, okay. It's a Mediterranean climate, and free of antibiotic. Why this is actually emphasized? But nowadays, due to the bee, actually also have a lesser population now because they are getting sick. So beekeeper tend to feed antibiotic to the bee, and how they feed actually they put in the water. So actually, if you don't know the source well, it might found the residue of antibiotic, in the pollen. We also have a GMP standard and JHFA approval, Japan Health Food Association approval for this pollen product. Okay, and that is actually how our bee pollen is safe and natural. And our pollen is rich in nutrient, amino acid, the breakdown of protein, vitamin, especially vitamin B group or B family. So this is important. A lot of our body physiological function need vitamin B group, and also mineral. So our bee pollen, in summary, the soil is from Europe, okay, and is we go through low temperature sterilization process, then we actually make the pollen is so fine that actually very easy to consume. This low temperature sterilization is very important because in order to kill the bacteria, you need to use high temp. But if you use high temp, they will kill the nutrient as well. So we have a very so-called special sterilization process. Actually, that is to maintain the safety aspect of the product, free of bacteria, and also maintain the nutrient of the product. So that's our competitive edge. Let me move on to another product, which is actually a likable product, Lacto-Berry. Okay, and Lacto-Berry, why is natural and safe? It's free from chemical and synthetic component, no side effect, and because of multi-coated technology, because the bee pollen itself is contain two, it's actually probiotic and prebiotic. Okay, a lot of people might still don't understand what's the meaning of probiotic, what's the meaning of prebiotic. Probiotic is actually the active bacteria itself, the good bacteria. Remember, probiotic is a bacteria, it's a good bacteria. We eat, they'll go into our stomach. So it's a live form. So our Lacto-Berry is actually have a live form of probiotic. Then we coated with the prebiotic. Prebiotic is actually the food of the probiotic. So it's a bacteria, good bacteria cell plus the food of the bacteria. So this food is isomorph in our this Lacto-Berry. So our special technology called multi-coated means that you coat the live form of bacteria together with all the prebiotic isomorph and the rest of berry. So because of this, then you have a long cell life. You can put longer, don't need to put in the fridge. And because this multi-coated, you also easily so-called and effective absorb and to the body. Because you know why this multi-coated, so you have body temperature might tend to destroy all these good bacteria. But once you multi-coated, the body temperature resistance will be higher, and even your so-called stomach acid is not able to destroy all these good bacteria, so it can go down to the intestine and multiply. Together, you have all the isomorph as a food. So that's why it can maintain its vitality as it passes through GI tract. So that's why. So a lot of time, although one sachet of our Lacto-Berry is labeled as 2 billion, a lot of people claim that actually they have more, 20B or even 40B for one sachet. But to me, that is not important. To us, it's a multi-coated technology that actually able to deliver the life form of the good bacteria to your intestine directly. Not killed by the saliva, not killed by your body temperature, not killed by your stomach acid. So this is very important aspect. And that's why the Lacto-Berry is very so-called likable by a lot of people. I have one customer. Actually, they have a business of importing probiotic to sell to the country. But actually, they take my probiotic product or Lacto-Berry. So to tell you how strong our product competitive edge as compared to the rest. Okay. And we also talk about, which I never put it here, we contain all the berry. For example, cranberry, which is also good to prevent UTI. Let me move on to talk about Vitaking. Okay, Vitaking is actually free from chemical and synthetic component because this Vitaking itself is an enzymatic. Enzymatic can come from the chemical or synthetic, but our is very special. It's enzymatic, and it's not chemical or synthetic component. That's why it's very safe and natural. And why it's easily absorbed and effective? Because it's enzymatic, you don't need to go through around a metabolic conversion, means that digest it, and you have a minute molecular size or smaller molecular size because it's hydrolyzed collagen. Hydrolyzed means that it's smaller molecular size for efficient absorption and assimilation. And one so special thing about our Vitaking, why it's so good to repair all the soft bone or cartilage for our body joint, is because it contains one of the herb called lemon verbena. Lemon verbena is a very special herb. Actually, it can reduce inflammation. And remember, let's say for example, when person suffer from joint pain, for example in the knee. So actually, even you want to repair the cartilage, it's not possible because the inflammation is happening. So lemon verbena will act to reduce the inflammation first. Then after that, the collagen or hydrolyzed collagen can do the effective repairing. So this is a very unique function. So listen to what I say is, you have pain in your certain part of the joint. In order for the hydrolyzed collagen to do all the repairing, it must first thing clear the inflammation first. So you need a herb like lemon verbena to do the job. And that's a very strong competitive edge of our product. Okay, I want to talk about one of the products that actually likable by a lot of people. Soya instant, Shuang Hor instant soya protein powder. So actually, he have a high content of protein, this product, but low content of calorie at only 43k calorie. And most important, this product actually, it means that you take this product, you'll not gain fat that easily. And free from purine. Purine is actually a cause gout. It causes uric acid and it cause gout and also burden to kidney patient. We are always isolated soya protein, means that 10 kg of soya we only extracted until 1 kg to give to you to eat. And this soya protein is actually also easily absorbed and effective. And why it's effective? Because it contains all the 9 essential amino acids needed by body. Our body need all kind of protein breakdown called amino acid, And there are 9 types of them cannot produce by our body. It had to be get in from the rest of food like meat and all this. And this is together 9 types. And our soya, or the only plant-based protein that actually able to deliver all these 9 essential amino acids together to the body. So this is one of the component H. And our protein contain isoflavones. If you look carefully, this is a unique group of phytoestrogen in the plant. Actually help to prevent tumor cell or cancer cell, especially for breast cancer and also the rest a lot of cancer. So the isoflavone is present in our gut protein. It's a phytoestrogen, means a plant-based estrogen. A lot of people might have misconceptions. Hey, estrogen no good, might cause breast cancer, because exactly that is the thing. All is phytoestrogen. Then you're going to hook up from the cell, then the actual those animal-based estrogen that cause cancer will not able to hook up. So that's why phytoestrogen in the plant is able to prevent the cancer like breast cancer. And it contains lecithin. Lecithin is actually the cleaner for the blood system. It's able to reduce and break down excess fat in your blood system, so that is actually help to weight loss. And because you actually clean the blood system, especially for your brain, you also can prevent senile or the dementia. So this is very important. And in order for this protein to easily absorb by body, it enhanced with papain, which is a papaya enzyme, and bromelain, a pineapple enzyme. So this one absorption can out to 95%, which is very, very high. Okay, so protein actually it's a very wonder product. Recently, I have a customer taking protein from A company. I don't want to be so strict, so straightforward. After I share with the person, say, oh, our protein contain lecithin, can clear the fat, prevent you from so-called heart attack or stroke, and actually also easy to absorb because it contain all the enzyme like papaya enzyme and the pineapple enzyme. But this customer also taking protein, he sometimes not feel comfortable in his intestine. I mean the absorption or stomach issue. So I said, don't worry. Other protein I don't know, but our protein contain this enzyme, papaya and pineapple, so you can absorb, you can easily so-called digest. So you have no worry about this. So because of that, then you want to change to our protein. Okay, let me move on to fiber. Fiber is actually very special. Fiber itself, a lot of people taking fiber, they want to go stomach. It actually is like a brush to the colon. It actually clean your colon. Okay, so actually why it's special? Because it's safe, because it's free from laxative. Okay, so a lot of fiber, I remember last time I took one kind of fiber. It's guaranteed after you took the fiber about 1 to 2 hours, guaranteed you will run toilet. Almost guaranteed. You took about 11 o'clock, you can wake up 1, 2 o'clock to go and run toilet. You know why? Because it got put laxative product inside. Our is more toward plant-based. And we just added this thing called digestion resistant maltodextrin in this product. And this is an important product, okay? Because this one will not interfere with calcium and other mineral absorption. Because a lot of fiber product, because the water soluble, it have a gel form, so it might actually supposed to trap all the so-called fat, also the toxin that flush out to your body or prevent onset of blood glucose in a very fast time. So, but actually they also absorb the mineral. So actually we have this digestion resistant maltodextrin added in, so you prevent absorption of all these mineral. So bodies you can absorb the mineral. So our fiber also special because, as I mentioned, it contains both water soluble and water insoluble. Water soluble is the gel form, able to absorb all the fat and also prevent glucose from coming out very fast. That should prevent diabetic. Insoluble dietary fiber actually add bulk to the feces, so it can actually form the peristalsis of the colon. So by doing so, it can prevent constipation. And of course, we did enhance with the Lingzhi product. That's why actually Lingzhi is very good for metabolic. So actually at the same time, you can actually enhance your metabolic system. So whether you want to use a fiber for lose weight purpose, you also with the Lingzhi, you will have this function that mentioned by Mr. Heng just now on the Lingzhi on this fat tissue so-called forming prevention. Okay, I move on to the Eye Plus. Eye Plus is another product for our supplement for eyes, which is very unique. First thing first, it's so free from chemical and synthetic component. And the main ingredient lutein. Lutein is extracted from the flora growth. I think there's also other key people have it. And very importantly, we are actually in a crystalline form. Means that this crystalline form is actually not easy to oxidize. And higher absorption rate compared to the rest of lutein products. Because lutein actually has a very strong antioxidant property. So, but you always extracted in a crystalline form. That's why one sachet we pack 3 tablets. The way we pack it, normally open up, you must eat all. So actually, we also have a special formulation of visual care nutrient. Okay, both eye nutrient, they need very special type. Because eye have a lot of capillary or small blood vessel. You need things like all the goqi, I mean, or the woolberry and all the berry that can deliver the nutrient needed by the eyes through the capillary of the eyes. And now with Yongjian Lingzhi, that actually had a synergy effect on people absorb this Yongjian Eye Plus product, and have a powerful antioxidant to so-called destroy or so-called to destroy all the free radical in the body. So our Eye Plus product, in summary, number one, it can actually act as a natural sun shield. It got lutein and azacitidine. Second thing, you actually wet off all the free radical. Because we were exposed to, when age, we are exposed to all these things that will cause us a lot of free radical in the body. So we need a very strong antioxidant product that contained in the Eye Plus. Number three, eye need special type of nutrient, but you have a lot of capillaries. So our so-called the ingredient in the Eye Plus able to do so. Okay, let me move on to the Calcium Plus tablet. This is a very special product. I think that day I talked to one of the customer, one of the prospect, I think together with Jim. I think we told her that our is the daily calcium. She know already, because she know that calcium she cannot take from the market that contain carbonate. We call carbonate calcium, which is from seashell. So that's actually in the research in US that might potentially cause we call a burden to the heart or bone spur. So our is top grade purely concentrated daily calcium, one of the so-called agreed that calcium that easily, very safe, will not cause burden to the body. And this daily calcium also will be easily absorbed by our gastrointestinal tract. Our intestine can absorb it, then be utilized by our body. And as I mentioned just now, we also enhance with vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is needed by our body to absorb the all calcium. And one thing we also have is the CPP. CPP actually prevent the calcium from sinking to the certain part of the intestine. So you need the calcium to move on to the whole intestine, not easy to absorb. So if you look at all these daily calcium type from milk that we have in our calcium, together with the vitamin D3 and CPP, then our body is able to absorb it and utilize it. So these are strong competitive edge of our calcium product compared to the rest. So I always tell people, if you're able to tell people why they want to take calcium, they need to consume safe form. Why is so safe about calcium is why they cannot consume. Why they cannot, if they have option, because common calcium is still given by so-called polyclinic in Singapore, but they know that there's a burden. Only certain percentage will have cause bone spur or cause stone or burden to the heart. But the government always think that there is a cheaper price, there's a better price, and the benefit to prevent bone osteoporosis outweigh the so-called all the risks or so-called the side effect mentioned just now. So, however, to me, I always tell people, if you have a choice, why not you choose a favorite type of product? Okay, so let me move on due to time constraint. I want to move on to the conclusion. Today, I will talk about the health product. Every single product has its own market competitiveness, and know your product effectiveness, capitalize on the uniqueness, then share it to the people who need the product, and then you were able to the product will be able to absorb it accepted by other people, and that's what we call retailing. Okay. Okay, so that is all for my